right, let's talk about lighting, custom LED lighting for your little rig. Today I'm going to use the trusty 8875 as my example. This thing runs like a champ, and in addition to being heavy and generally awesome, it's quite conducive to a lighting upgrade. So this is what I did. Here's the original, just a little incandescent bulb. Let's take a closer look at what I soldered up. Not much to it really. I just took the stub of an existing light that I happen to have a couple that were burnt out that I got, and I ordered a few things off Amazon, nothing too fancy. One thing was an LED kit, and importantly, it came with these little resistors. They're good for certain voltage ranges, so pretty much exactly what we need for Z-scale. This is what I got. Simple little order off Amazon. Got a couple different ones actually. I got that size, and I got some nanos. Here's the difference. How close can I get here? Yeah, substantial size difference. The brightness is actually about the same. One of the things that helped me out a lot in this whole process was having a third, fourth, fifth, sixth set of hands if I need them. So back to this guy. This little unit, thankfully I had that station. I was able to hold it, use my soldering iron, solder one side of the LED. I cut the wire down on the LED and then had to use an X-Acto knife to strip a bit off. It was just a quick dot of solder. I bent the little arms and cut them very short on the resistor, and soldered the other lead of the LED to the end of it. Kept it all pretty compact. I was thinking about maybe just coating this little unit in silicone, aside from the connector, just to lessen the possibility of something shorting out in the frame, but who knows. This slots right in, no big deal. Pop the little engine cover back on, and yeah, we're good to go. Let's get this thing in action. Oh, you better hustle.
Burstenpaar. Burstenpaar.
New segment. Let's check out this week's eBay haul. So in addition to some fine outstanding gear, well, it's all fine outstanding gear. What am I talking about? I scored a number of switch covers, mostly in great condition. Guess I might need to buff up the surface on a few of them, but they're in good shape. They're not bent. Maybe a little rust to get off a couple of these. I don't know. There were 7. I have 3 rights and 3 lefts here. I did get this one. I don't know why he bothered to send me this. It's really rough. It's worse than the worst one I have, but whatever. I have it. One can only imagine why these were taken off of switches in the first place, but I don't know. Maybe to try to blend them into the landscape. Anyway, but this was also included. Amazing little box of joy. Look what we have here. We have 4 different little axle sets. One of them even has, wow, still has a hair on it from maybe a pet or a kid. Who knows? A couple brushes in here. These are handy though. Some really tiny little screws. I know I've seen and almost lost a number of these, so I need to, that's one of the other things I need to do is get a better workstation here. Working on a yoga mat is probably not ideal, but yeah, what else did I get? Also came with, wow, this one. This one's a gold mine. First I thought maybe I was getting a cyanide pill, but no, it's springs. Look at these things. They're like shiny and copper, and I don't think I'm even going to take them out of this capsule because then they'll oxidize and that'll be lost. Number of couplers. I am set on couplers. Couple more brushes. Wow, there are lots. I know I do have a couple of locomotives that use these particular brushes. Oh, here's a spring, a loose spring. Let's see what else I got. Last box is just exactly what it says it is. Bursten par for, well, I have several of these models, so yeah, these will come in handy. I like the vintage green case. I think this is even older than some cases that I got recently. Actually, with I think the first or maybe the second, my second eBay purchase, which was a gold mine. It's a good chunk of what I'm still running on a daily basis. Also came with a couple pair of brushes, sets of brushes here, so can't go wrong. I need to order a ton more of these. Like, for some reason, a bunch of my current locomotives use the 89, 88, so I need to stock up. What else did I get? Oh wow, it came with, I can't get enough of these, of course. But yeah, I can always convert these to LED. And it also came with one of these. I was thinking about ordering one of these anyway. Honestly, it's a little underwhelming. I'm thinking of soldering one of my nano LEDs to this to add a third LED to it. I think it might be a bit brighter and a bit more useful, but we'll see. Something to play with.